What is our favorite type of drink? Are we really getting married today? And is this the 200th episode of the Toddcast? Well, I talk about all that and more on this episode of the Toddcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Toddcast. As always, I'm your host, Todd McManus, and today is probably the most special day and episode of them all. Not only is it episode 200, but today is my wedding day, and with my guest who's joining me, I should say our wedding day, because my guest is someone who I should have known my entire life. It has felt like it for sure, but I would like to introduce for the first time on the Toddcast, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the soon-to-be Olivia McManus. Olivia, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
A mixture of excited and tired.
Me too.
So I feel like we share the same emotion on that feeling. But first off, congratulations to us. I can't really say congratulations to you on our wedding.
And congratulations to you.
It's been a long time coming. Yeah, I forgot the rest of the song. Not only is it episode 200, every week, once a week, every week for 200 weeks now, I've been doing this. And since January 11th, 2020 was the first ever episode that I recorded in my truck in the Walmart parking lot for 30 minutes, and I talked about the brand new Popeye's chicken sandwich. So that's how old this is. It'll be 4 years in January. But not only that, it's also fitting and funny enough that it falls on our wedding day on November the 4th. What do you think about that?
That's pretty crazy, isn't it?
I did not plan that. Yeah, I planned that. I think it's better that way. I planned that,
4 years ago?
And 2 years before we met.
Yeah.
So I think I did well for that. But, you haven't been on before, and I have talked about some of our relationship a little bit, of places we've went, of me talking about fast food places, like Panera, that is grown on me, and you are the reason I have gotten into Panera, because I am a picky eater, and a lot of people know this, and you have learned this.
Oh, yes, I have. I think I've gotten him to eat a little bit more of veggies, so that's a plus.
Broccoli's up there now.
Broccoli
has now become a top tier food item. It used to be like a D, and now it's like B going into A. Mm-hmm. It's not an S. Let's be real. There's not many vegetables that can get to S, except like onions, maybe.
That's your favorite on a patty melt, so I mean...
It's not a real patty melt unless you put onions on it. Like, let's be honest. But, so, I wanted to get into wedding stuff a little bit. We don't have to get too specific, of course, because in our timeline, even though this is coming out on November 4th, wedding day, which will be later in the day, since this will be out at 7 a.m. that morning, and the wedding is more towards the afternoon. And this is, of course, being recorded a few days beforehand. I wanted to ask, overall, what was it like to plan the wedding overall? You don't have to get, too in specific. I mean, and if there's any businesses or anything that have told you no, or you just don't like, you don't have to shout them out if you don't want to. Unless you want to, that would be perfectly fine, because I would like that. I would love that if you just started crapping on a bunch of different businesses. That would be hilarious to me. But overall, I guess it kind of started since the engagement, mm-hmm. was wedding planning. I mean, everybody kind of sort of knows what they would want way before they get married, like at 10 years old or something, So like 10 years later, it actually happens. Mm-hmm. But I would just like to say, ever since, let's start at engagement until now, a few days before. So from March to November, mm-hmm. How has it been? How has the journey been? And what is it like to plan a wedding? Because we don't have a wedding planner.
No.
You are the wedding planner.
yes, we have people who are going to, like, help. Like, I've done more of the wedding type planning, so I guess I am the wedding planner.
We have wedding assistants.
Yeah. Wedding planning is kind of difficult. Choose what you want to do. Do what you want. Don't let anybody tell you differently. Because if you want something, you go for it. It's your wedding day. It's nobody else's.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a great day. I'm excited. I'm kind of ready for wedding day to be over, to be honest, because I'm just ready to be married to him, and I'm really excited for this next chapter in our lives.
I agree. I haven't been, if you were to put like 100% of the wedding planning, I'm pretty sure you were at like 98, and I may have helped at a solid 2% of that. Mm-hmm. I was going to say 1. But, I'll give mine extra. I'll give myself an extra percent. I'll give myself some credit. I'm only getting 2%. Okay, you got the 98.
Oh, man.
You called the places. Mm-hmm. You did the flowers. Or whatever.
We got
all of it.
We got someone who's doing the flowers. And then she's doing a charcuterie board type table. And, like, putting some of our desserts in it and stuff. So she's doing quite a bit of stuff. But I feel, do a charcuterie board, that's kind of something easy. And, big meals are kind of going out of style, to be honest.
Well, most people always think of that. I guess that's the traditional way. It's almost like it's just have a buffet is what people will do.
Yeah, just do something.
We went to a wedding last year because you and I have been to 2 weddings together. Yeah.
Yes.
We've been to one wedding in Arkansas, and you've been with me to one wedding for my friend and Gina. Yeah. That was in June of last year of 2022.
I thought it was July.
I think it was the first week of July.
Okay.
Because I was up there with you in June. That's when we had COVID.
Yeah,
I had COVID the first time.
Hey, for sickness and in health, I mean. We
were already doing that before any kind of rings were involved. But yeah, that's when we got COVID, and we've been to 2 weddings now. And I was gonna ask that it's a really hard question. I was just thinking of is how many weddings do you think you've been to? Is it 10? Is it around 10? Because you also have to include that you were a part of.
So around 10. It's kind of hard to count because it's hard to remember every single wedding. And I don't get invited to very many. Kind of just depends. Yeah,
it depends on how close you are or how close you are related.
Yeah, I guess family-wise, yeah.
Because if you got, for me, I got so many distant cousins. And sometimes I don't know they're getting married until they post the wedding photos. So I don't know. I know engagement and wedding. I don't know anything in between. It's the start and the end. I don't know the middle. It's like you read the first page and you read the last page. I don't know any of the middle of the book because I just don't know. It's people that I may have met twice, and it's always people that you meet at like big holidays or like a funeral, because that's where you always see distant family is when great aunt whoever passed away, so let's get all 20,000 family members in here in this church packed in. But what I was wondering is that being at so many different weddings, it's a 2-parter question, I guess I should say, is there anything from somebody else's wedding that stuck with you that you wanted to do, and or was there something at somebody else's wedding that you thought about, but then going to their wedding, you were like, I'm not doing that?
Ooh.
Is there anything on the top of your head about that? Because everybody's wedding is a little different because they put their own spin on it. It's like art. Or a play. If you or even movies. If you have 2 movies, But or if you have one movie done by two different directors and it's two separate movies, they're going to be totally different.
Oh, yes.
No matter if they're the same characters, same actors, same plot, but it's done completely different. So that's the way I can see like weddings, is because it's all the same thing. It's just done in a different way.
Different way, yeah.
And like with the two we went to, and I have been to probably close to 10 because I have been involved in weddings in 1, 2, I think 4. I was a groomsman in a wedding. I did the music and sound at a wedding. And I officiated 2 separate weddings. But one was during COVID, so it wasn't like a big wedding. But the first one I did was in August of 2019. So it was a big wedding in somebody's backyard, which was really nice. But I was just wondering that because I'll tell you the first major thing that I hear, that I know of, that's a no. Outside wedding. There's nothing wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get offended, anybody. There's nothing wrong with having an outside wedding. It's just there's a right time and a right place.
Yeah, it depends on the season of the year, to be honest.
And depends on how much sun.
Yeah, summer. Summer would be excruciatingly hot.
What about winter? Can you imagine having a wedding in 40 degrees?
That's why you have a tent with heaters. You make do with what you have. Because you could make it warm.
Yeah, but we also have buildings.
Okay, but what if it snowed? Would you want to see that?
Friends.
Hey, Phoebe!
Phoebe got married in the road.
Yes, she did.
R.I.P. to Matthew Perry.
Oh, man.
But, though, like, I still remember those, and that's the first one I think of, because I don't think I've ever seen a wedding in the snow, other than Phoebe from Friends. Mm-hmm. I've seen them all on the beach. Do not. And I will say this every time somebody brings up a wedding planning or anything. Outside wedding at the beach, while it does look nice, it's one of the nicer looking outside weddings, you've got to put down some type of like rugs or all that, because we've seen that video, I think me and you've seen it before, of a guy proposed to his girlfriend and he dropped the ring in the sand, and then it took him like 4 hours to find it, because you see how, like your ring that I've given you, like, while you may say big or small, whatever, but it's a little small compared to a beach.
Because you gotta be...
Unless you put some real metal, like real good metal in there to do a metal detector or a magnet or something, then it'd be fine. But then you're going to find a bunch of other random crap out there out there.
You might find some money.
Some change and a ring.
You might find some other rings. You never know.
It's one of those metal detectors that you got to use that like the older people use to like find buried treasure. That's like the stick, that they use.
With the little beeper on it.
Yeah, but there's nothing ringing a bell probably about what you would or what you would want or what you don't want.
Yes. Having multiple desserts.
Okay.
I feel like that's kind of more like not having, because I'm not having a big wedding cake.
Yes. So
I'm having more, dessert, multiple different dessert items. So that kind of stuck with me. And then the colors. I wanted to do these 2 certain colors that I saw, or like that I wanted to do, and then I was like, no, that's not me. I went more with, I guess, more vibrant-y colors for me, because I feel like those colors weren't me, and so I guess that kind of was just, I changed my mind. Don't change your mind. Stick to your mind, because yeah.
Changing your mind on a lot of things is fine, but when it comes to wedding stuff, it's that, being indecisive is...
It makes it a
killer for a wedding.
Because I would probably prefer to get a wedding planner. You could have somebody that you know, or someone who, if you have the money to go and do that, or if you don't, it's okay. But just know you might need the help or get a wedding coordinator who will like do it for you. So then you just have to say yes or no, because that might make it a lot easier on you.
Yeah. We never even tried that. But we kind of didn't want to.
Well, I guess it was more...
It's the idea, I guess, a lot of people who don't want to do it thinking that, well, this person is deciding what I want for my wedding. And not me. They're bringing but they're basically just the wedding idea person. Mm-hmm. That's all they are. You're paying somebody to come up with ideas for your wedding.
Yes. And then you're telling them yes or no. So technically you're the one who's saying yes to it.
You're the final person.
Because it's going to go through you to say yes or no.
Well, yeah.
Because if they just say yes to everything, the person, then they are. But if they go through you, it's different because it's your wedding.
Well, yeah.
You're the one who's getting married.
You just said that, and it made me have an idea.
Oh, no.
Not of, like, a game show or, like, some type of, like, maybe, like, a YouTube video or something, is get a married couple who'd be willing to do it, get a wedding planner, and don't tell the married couple, and they plan their wedding fully and not tell the groom or the bride. And they have to just go in blind. Get their suits, get the dress, all that kind of stuff, and they'll know about that, and who their... the wedding party and all that, who is involved, but the colors, the flowers, the food, where it is, what it looks like, everything decided by the wedding planner, and the bride and the groom just going blind and see if it turns out, if they like it, if they don't.
Well, they have a show called Love is Blind, so, I mean, they might be doing that.
If that's happening on any TLC show or something.
Anything. Because they have the 90 Day Fiancé, that show.
That's just stupid, though. But yeah, I just thought about that, and I was like, I wouldn't want to do that, of course, because they're definitely going to pick, something. You got to get somebody who knows you. You need, like, a friend or some type of, like, sibling or family member to be able to help out with a wedding planner and do that. Mm-hmm. But planning another couple's wedding.
That would be...
for them. It's kind of like the same thing of like people doing those like home renovations for people, but don't tell the people the renovations. It's like, who was it? With the guy who did like the big bus in front of the house and then move that bus, and they turned around and they saw their new house. I don't remember his name. You know what I'm talking about? And there was like a crowd of people, and they were like, "Yeah," like
then
that.
They see it.
Same thing with like Bar Rescue. Whenever one of our favorite shows. Whenever John Taffer fully renovates it and doesn't show them until after.
Yes.
Most of them love it. Like 90% of the people love it. Some of them, a few amount, don't like it at all, and they'll either change it back or just sell it or go out of business. Most of them close permanently, but... Yes. But yeah, I just thought about that. But one final thing about the wedding stuff. If somebody has just got engaged, or they're talking about getting married, or they're already engaged and currently planning a wedding, what advice, since we're in the home stretch right now, what good or bad, I mean, not bad, but what good advice or what advice do you have from now experiencing wedding planning for the past around 7 months now? What would be your advice to give somebody like that?
Stick with your gut. If you want to elope, or if you want to go have this extravagant wedding somewhere, or go to have a destination wedding, do what you want to do, because if you don't, it's not going to be the wedding of your dreams. Because if you just let people just keep telling you, oh, we need to do, if you keep listening to other people, you're just going to change your mind. And just do what you want. I mean, if money's an issue, you might have to have a smaller wedding. Or just go elope and go get married somewhere. Go to Cancun or something and get married to your person, because that's the person you're getting married to is going to be the most important person in your life, and you get to spend the rest of your life with them, and just enjoy that time and just do what you want, I guess. Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I see you.
You see me?
I mean, like I said before, I wasn't, too involved, which, I mean,
we do live far away
people,
from each other.
I mean, I've already told people that we do live in 2 different states and many hours away from each other. So it was a little harder because it's like I didn't know who to call or what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could tell me, hey, call places to order cookies, and I'm going to call Great American,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. Because I wouldn't know who else to call or look up local bakeries.
Yeah.
Just Google just the broad statement and stuff like that. But, yeah, so I understand that advice, and I think people should do that, come to an agreement on what you want and what they want.
Oh, I have something else.
Okay.
Have your partner help you. Let them help you, help each other, because engagement period in this time, it has been very difficult because, yes, we do live far away. It's just hard because we're not together in this time trying to figure it out together. So let your partner help you. You guys help each other. Then I think it'll be better, and then you'll learn more about each other, and then you get to use that in your marriage.
Yeah, it's you got to tag team it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go full tag team
Yes.
on the wedding planning.
Yes.
Because not only is it one of, if not the most important day of your life as a married couple, top 3 at least. The other top 3 or top 5 depends on how many kids you have or anything like that, for especially married couples, because they'll say wedding day, maybe engagement, and then definitely like their first, second, third, however many kids they have. They're the day that they were born. But yeah, and it is. You gotta, and don't be afraid. This is my part to add on to that. Don't be afraid to like bring up any idea, because any idea is a good idea. There are bad ideas. Don't get me wrong. There are some really sucky bad ideas. But what I'm saying is, in general, bringing up your idea is a good idea. Like if you think, I have an idea, but
you don't know.
I don't think they're going to like it. But if you have an idea and the one you think that they're not going to like is the one that they're going to like the most. Mm-hmm. So it's like, and don't be afraid to get shot down. They already are getting married to you, so them shooting you down is not going to happen that way. Mm-hmm. You're not going to get shot down and turned down and them, block your number or something like that. You're already getting married to them, so don't be afraid that your idea is going to get shot down, because you got the next 60, 70, 80 plus years
to get shot down.
to get shot down. Once you got the rings, y'all share a last name, and then you can shoot each other down as much as you want, but it doesn't matter.
Because you're with your person.
It's bounded by the Lord and the law, so...
Yep. Now you're stuck.
So yeah, you got that to deal with. But yeah, that would be my part to add on to that, is not only tag team it, but don't be afraid to put your input, because
we want it.
Yeah, if you don't want your, like, if you don't want to put your input in, if you're like an easygoing, like I'm an easygoing person,
you're like,
and like
whatever.
Yeah, if you're a laid back person, which I'm just saying this, most typically it's the guys in the relationship. If it's a guy and a girl relationship, it's most likely the girl or the woman wants to plan the wedding. She wants it to be extravagant. I'm going to have the longest dress, that's going to go all the way through the aisle, and have 3 people carry it behind me. And I'm going to have a veil, and he's going to take it off of me. And it's going to be a real like Snow White or Cinderella wedding, something like that. But if he wants to bring in an idea, because they both have to have ideas for stuff for, like, the groomsmen and the bridesmaids and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah. But overall, you know, make sure you, like, every decision that's made of it has to go through both people. Because, you know, if I was to make a decision about it and didn't tell you, and it's something that's involved in the wedding, and you're going to be like, where'd this come from? And I'm like, oh, well, I did that. And you would either be like, oh, that's really nice, or, oh, I don't like that.
Yep.
You know, like if it's a certain color flower or something that doesn't go well, because I'm not good at all with color matching, stuff like that. So if I was to put, you know, red, yellow, and blue flowers on tables, but that's none of the colors in the color scheme, and I would be like, oh, well, I thought it looked nice, and then, you know, if it either does or doesn't, you know, so it's like that's one of those ideas. You got to bring it up, compromise together, figure out what looks good together, and then move on. So I think we both agree on that, don't we?
Yes.
So, with that out of the way, we've talked about wedding stuff enough. I mean, we've already talked about it for a little over 20 minutes now, and for the 7 months we've been doing it. Yes. So, we'll just save our time and be happy once it's over. Yes. You know, we're happy for the day, but I think everybody who has gotten married or will be married, and, you know, has been married for, whether you've been married for a couple months to many, many years, I bet you can agree that you are definitely happy that day is over and you don't have to go through it again. So, I mean, we both agree on that.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Great day, but we'll be ready to go to bed that night.
Yes.
It's going to be a tiring day. So, well, with all that out of the way, we're going to do a little bit of a fun game here. We're going to do a tier list. You're going to join me. And funny enough, this is actually the first ever tier list I have done with a guest. I've only done these by myself so far. So
I feel special.
So we're going to do types of drinks tier list. And the way this is going to work is that, and for you if you don't know as well, it is ranked on the S, A, B, C, D, F tier list ranking. S being the absolute best, nothing better than that. It is like the standard, you know. There can be multiple on S, of course. And then F is like never buying it. It should just be thrown in the trash because it is garbage. And then going up from F all the way to S. So,
what if I forget the letters?
I'll remind you.
Okay.
So I've got a different list of categorized drinks, and we're not talking like, oh, let's rank Sprite, oh, let's rank Coke, let's rank Pepsi. All the colas are put together, all the water is put together, all the lemon lime sodas are put together. So, and like Gatorade, Powerade, they're all put together, so we have to come together, and we don't have to agree. We just put it wherever we think. If we're so far off the spectrum, like if you're agreeing something should be A and I think something should be in D, we can have a conversation about it and say, okay, why do you think this is good? Or why do you think this sucks? You know, that way we can agree on a letter and where it should be ranked. Because this is the official ranking. No other ranking matters.
Okay.
So, the first one we have here is Gatorade. What is your opinion on Gatorade? Overall, all the flavors. I know you haven't had every flavor.
No.
The ones you have had, is Gatorade good, bad, mid?
It's good. I like it. I do like it.
Would you think it's like the best? Is it better than Powerade? That's the real question.
Yes, I feel it is better than Powerade.
Oh, you're going to anger some people with that. I hardly doubt.
Don't come after me.
I don't really have strong opinions on Gatorade. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like either one of them.
Okay.
Gatorade and Powerade, both blow for me.
Well,
the only time I ever have drank Gatorade is when I feel like I am dying. as in super sick.
Your favorite thing, Diet Coke, saw me.
Yeah, well, that's not on this tier list, and that would already be more than S tier, so that would be like S+. So,
S+++.
So, where would you rank Gatorade? Like, it's not the best.
A B or C?
A B or C? I could live with a B.
A B? Okay.
So, Gatorade is now living in the B tier. So, next we have is lemon lime sodas. This is Sprite, Starry, Squirt.
Sundrop? Would Sundrop be?
Anything lemon lime flavored. Not citrus.
Not.
That is another one.
Okay.
Citrus is your mellow yellow, and what's the difference between lemon lime and citrus? Is it citrus lemon?
Well,
citrus.
Citrus is like Fresca, isn't it?
What is Fresca?
It's like, I think it's like sparkling.
What flavor is Fresca? Like an orangey flavor?
I thought it was like grapefruit. I don't know.
That might be citrus then.
Oh.
Like anything that's not lemon, lime, orange, or grape. So
let's put that at a C.
Below Gatorade?
Well, I don't know.
That's outrageous.
No. Well,
I would much rather have I don't drink much.
Sprite. Sprite is one
It's
of
better
my
than
favorite.
Gatorade.
Okay, do you want to put it at A?
I would put it. Yeah,
Where would you?
I think I would put it at A.
Okay.
Would you? Would you be okay with that?
Okay. Starry tastes different because it's not Sierra Mist.
Because they made it
anymore.
suck.
Yes.
Sierra Mist, like.
Because we got one, remember?
And it was bad. And I think
That was bad.
I don't know if I've reviewed it on here or not, but I definitely know that we have tried it because they changed it because they wanted it to be more fruity. They wanted it to be more like fruit concentrated or something. They didn't want it to be more. They wanted it to be less soda oriented. But that's not what people want with lemon lime. I want Sprite because of how tart it is, So
Sprite is good.
Lemon lime soda's an A.
Okay.
So how do you feel about fruit punch?
Ooh.
We're talking, the picture is like the Minute Maid fruit punch.
Fruit punch is good. S.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, no.
What do you mean?
See, I said about having conversations, but I didn't expect this to be every one of them. Fruit punch is C. It is not that good.
No way.
No, it is not that good.
What's Hawaiian punch?
I don't get fruit punch.
It's so good. What do you mean?
Out of all the prime flavors,
See,
the red one is fruit punch, and it's one of my least favorite.
Because you like lemon lime.
The fruit punch suckers
You don't.
is one of my least favorite flavors. I don't know if it's the artificial fruit punch that just sucks. I don't know why. I would put artificial fruit punch at like a D because it's something that I have had and I will have. I would have it if I was like on an island. I would not enjoy it, but I would definitely still drink it just to have some sustenance. But
What sustenance?
I would agree. I'll allow fruit punch to be an A. I cannot put that in S.
Do you want to put it as a C?
No, I'll put it in A.
You will?
I will
Are
compromise
you
with you
sure?
and put it in A. I would still try it. I've not tried the Minute Maid fruit punch. That might change my mind. And then I'll come back in the future and we might move it around.
We might. Okay.
I will put it in A for you
Okay.
with the lemon lime
What
soda.
for me?
Okay, now we have water.
Okay.
That's not S.
No, it's not.
It should be.
It's because, yeah. But they all have, because I know you have a product with Dasani.
It sucks.
Because you think it has, like, this.
And it's made by Coke. Coca-Cola is one of the best, like, I don't know how they are as a company. I don't know if they're a good company or, do some shady things or whatever, or have said weird things. I don't know anything about that. But Diet Coke's one of my favorite, and they also make Smart Water. The
That's
same
my
company makes
favorite.
Dasani and Smart Water and Topo Chico. And that's sparkling water, but we'll get to that later. But I'm talking, all water. I'm not talking about out of the faucet. I'm talking all bottled water.
Like
I'm talking
essential.
Dasani, Aquafina, Great Value, Deer Park, I think is one. Yeah, the essential Smart Water. Some people say it sucks, and it has electrolytes in it.
Smart water?
Yes.
I don't know, just some of them have like distinct taste. Like
and I have done a water
yes.
Review, and I've reviewed like 6 or 7 different bottles of water, and they are all very different.
So what would you rate it?
I feel like it would still go in like a B with Gatorade, because nothing, like if you're super sweaty or hot, nothing beats a good like ice cold water.
That is.
But
for sure.
if I'm opening the fridge,
You don't want
it's
to.
definitely not the first thing I grab, or the second. It should be, and we agree on that. But it's definitely not.
It's not.
It's not top 5 favorite drinks. Definitely not. Smart water is my favorite water, but it's not my favorite drink. So
B.
Yeah, it's been B. Lemonade.
Okay.
Overall lemonade. This is your Minute Maid lemonade.
Okay.
Do they have canned lemonade? Oh, they have to have canned lemonade. I've never had canned lemonade, I don't think.
I think they do. I'm not 100% sure.
The only lemonade I kind of remember is lemonade in like pitchers, like the dust that you'd get, like the pink lemonade, like that, but regular.
Well, and then they had bottles of lemonade. You said the Minute Maid.
Yeah, the Minute Maid. I don't feel strongly about lemonade.
You don't.
It's not that I don't hate it, but I don't love it either.
I guess it just depends on which one you're doing, like which one you're drinking. Because like there's
some aren't good.
Well, yeah. Because there's some that's like great. There's great value. There's different brands.
And this isn't lemonade flavored things. This is full, just straight up lemonade.
Like you make it without the lemon?
No, I'm saying like there's, going back to it, there's a prime flavor that is lemonade.
Oh.
I'm not saying like that. Not lemonade flavored sucker, or lemonade flavored candy or something like that.
Okay.
I'm talking straight up a pitcher of lemonade or a bottle of lemonade.
Then I would probably put it at a C.
I was thinking the same thing.
Okay.
See, we agree. But yeah, it's one of those where it's a because it's a hit or miss.
I feel like if we made it ourselves, it would be good. Not saying like Minute Maid in the bottle isn't good, but just getting to put the amount of flavor that we want ourselves.
But it's also the thing of like you don't want to put too much or too less sugar. If you put too less, you can always add more.
Yes.
But if you put too much, you're either having to like willfully drink super sugary lemonade or pour it out and then just waste your time.
Yes.
So, yeah. So what do you think about milk?
D.
F.
We could do it in F.
Okay.
Because, what I am, so.
And this is drinking, not like putting in cereal or nothing. This is
like
full.
This
drinking?
Is
drinking.
Like straight.
Not putting it in other stuff, because milk is used in like everything.
Well, I don't typically just drink straight, just like obviously.
Milk sucks.
Well, I'm allergic, so, I can't.
You're allergic and I hate it.
Yeah.
So.
But if it was, well, I know you said it don't pour, but like chocolate milk. I love chocolate milk.
And we'll get to that later.
Okay.
But I'm talking regular milk. I'm talking like the regular white milk, either skim, low fat, whole, 2%.
Oh.
All that kind of stuff. Regular milk as a whole.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Is F.
Yeah.
Because it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I will never drink milk willfully. So, it's bad. How do you feel about energy drinks? I was thinking D.
D, yeah.
Because
I
most of them aren't good.
There's some, what was it called? Bang. I like Bang.
I feel like everybody did.
Because I probably drank it late because I think I was dog sitting at this time, but I drank it at the dog sitting house. I probably drank it too late, but it tastes good.
Do you remember what flavor it was?
No, I don't. It's been a couple years.
The main flavor I feel like people drank was like the red, white, and blue.
Mm-hmm.
Not like an ice pop or some like a firecracker or whatever it was called. Something like that. 4th of July type themed.
Do they even still have Bang?
They do, but
it's just
it was more popular with us because we were all in high school and college.
Well, because everybody else had
everybody drank Bang. When I was younger, I remember like my sister and everybody older was Red Bull. Red Bull was that generation 10 years before us, and then ours was, and then it was Monster, and then Bang.
And then there's Bucked Up.
That's actually good. I've reviewed a Bucked Up.
Reviewed that?
Yeah,
Okay.
and a C4.
And a C, yeah.
But
because they have the Starburst flavor.
Yeah, and I've done Rise, which was, one of them was a Ring Pop flavor.
Ooh.
And one I think was not Skittles. It was something else. I don't forgot. But or it was Sunny D.
Sunny D. Oh,
which
that
was really good. Sunny D. That's an S tier drink.
Oh, that's good.
Sunny D. It's not an orange soda. It's not a juice. I have no clue what Sunny D is.
I could drink multiple of those. Those are
Yeah,
good.
they're somewhere. It's not a soda or juice though.
But it's in the middle.
It's like an orange. They call it an orange drink. That's just what they call it. There's no.
Just.
It's weird because it's orange and it definitely tastes fake. But it's not a soda because it's not carbonated. But it's not. It's definitely not orange juice.
No.
Because it's not real. I don't know what it is. They put some sun in it or something. But we can agree, energy drinks are definitely a D tier. The only thing I've ever had, only energy drink that was really good that I wish I would have again is Rick and Morty did an energy drink, and it was based on Rick, and it was like a green can. It was really good. I didn't taste any of the caffeine in it.
Really?
But it was still like sugary, which most energy drinks are just packed with sugar. It's so much, and then you can only drink. I think I drank like 2 energy drinks one day, and I thought I was going to have a heart attack because it was like my heart was. I had to wonder I could pull my shirt off and just see my heart beating out of my chest.
Oh man!
Because that's what it felt like, So how do you feel about grape juice?
Grape juice, good. I got some.
I know you got some.
I got some.
We got grape juice. You got white grape juice.
I got
This
white
includes white and regular, purple.
Oh. Can it count the sparkling? That's in the
I'll count it.
Okay. Let's put that.
I think it's S tier.
Yeah, I was gonna say A, but
grape juice, grape and orange juice are the only 2 juices I would put way up there. I think you can agree.
Yes.
Orange juice is also, and orange juice is on here, and we can skip ahead and put it in S tier.
Are you sure?
Okay. Well, there's no reason to
wait.
Because we'll just cover them both right now. Grape juice. A lot of people don't like it.
I know.
Same with grape soda.
Grape soda's
good. I'll watch YouTube videos and people will be like, "Oh, it's not good," because grape soda, it doesn't taste like grape.
No.
Grape juice, it does taste like grape because it is from it.
And there's a lot of sugar,
but it loses translation through it because it's not made with like real oranges or real grapes. Like orange soda, which is also on here. But orange soda does not taste like oranges. It tastes like artificial orange flavor, and I love the orange flavor. Same with like grape soda. The grape flavor, very good.
Very good.
A grape soda in a glass bottle is good.
Grapette.
That was, Grapette and Orangeette were my 2 favorite as a kid. That and root beer. That was my 3 drinks.
We should have gotten that.
I only ever saw it in 2-liter bottles. I never saw it in like cans or anything.
I think they do have it in cans.
I think they probably do, but when I was a kid, it was always 2-liter bottles.
Oh, okay.
They pour it in like a solo cup, So how do you feel about iced tea? You know how I feel about it.
I know how you feel.
I want to know your opinion.
Oh, okay. I like tea. Like sweet, any type of tea.
Any tea that's iced. Not hot tea. This is iced tea.
Okay. But it can be sweet.
Sweet or unsweet.
Okay. So I'm more on the sweet tea side, and I know you'll explain.
This probably includes like Snapple and like bottled tea.
So I would probably put it maybe around a D.
Oh.
I mean, I like...
Are you including my feelings, or are you just saying that tea is not that good?
I'm including that I just like sweet tea. I like Snapple and stuff, and like that type. Like, I like Georgia, the what's it called?
The gallon ones? Or
there's
Arizona.
The Arizona, I like the Pure Leaf. I like all those.
Yeah.
That are sweet. And then the Arnold Palmer.
What about like a homemade, like a tea maker, and you get the tea bag and stuff?
As long as I have sugar.
Well, yeah. You have some type of like sweetener and stuff like that.
I'm just not really much of on not sweet side. The unsweet, I'm not really big on.
Oh, yeah, well, both suck. I hate tea.
Yes.
Tea is like with milk for me. And it's weird because I'm from Louisiana.
Yes, you are.
Iced tea is a staple of Louisiana. That is like the drink of this state. It's either that or alcohol. That which is not on here. So for some reason, types of drinks, alcohol is not included on this list.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, like iced tea is either D or F. I've tried it many times. It's one of them that I have tried to force myself to like. That milk, and I just can't bring myself to do it. I can't change my taste buds. I can with food. Drinks, for some reason, I can't bring myself to do it. I'll try anything. I'll try any drink. I've reviewed, hundreds of drinks now. But I can't bring myself to just like tea because that's like torture. Especially with milk. Drinking something that's that thick is... And something that, if you leave in the fridge for a couple extra days will be a chunk is gross. When it curdles. So, yeah. So, I think me and you and everybody might agree. Sparkling water. F. Oops, sorry. I don't really think we need to explain anything more. If you've had sparkling water, you agree. Unless you have no taste buds, then you still can agree that sparkling water sucks. Because if you have no taste buds and you drink sparkling water and you like it, then you must not taste flavor. Because sparkling water feels like drinking alcohol without the alcohol. That's what it felt like to me. I thought I was drinking an alcoholic beverage with no alcohol. And you can probably agree with that. So, citrus sodas. Mellow Yellow, that's the picture for it. I can't really think of anything else.
Fresca?
Yes, sure. Like an A or a B?
Yeah, let's do a B.
Okay. I don't really have any strong opinion about that, so I will agree with you because I don't think I've ever tried Mellow Yellow. It's pretty famous.
And I know what it looks like. I can visualize it.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it right now. So it's like, and it's pretty popular. I feel like it was more popular in like the 90s or something. It's definitely one of those drinks that's like I've heard of, but never have tried. That was Mountain Dew for me for a long time because I didn't try Mountain Dew until I was like 16. So.
Well, yeah.
And I never had Baja until I went to Taco Bell because that was the only place you could get it back in the day. Until now they sell cans of it, but So let's move on to colas.
Oh.
Now this is including Coke and Pepsi.
Okay.
Which is hard for me because I don't like Pepsi, but I like Coke. Specifically Diet Coke. Then there's Coke Zero that I do like now. I don't like it as much as Diet Coke. And then Coke or regular just Coke is so much sugar. Especially drinking Diet Coke. I didn't have a regular Coke for like 2 or 3 years. And then I had one, and it literally felt heavy in my mouth because of how much sugar. Because it's got like 40 grams of sugar in a can. So, but how do you feel about Coke and Pepsi together as a category, I guess? Because you like Pepsi, right?
I do like Pepsi.
What do you like, Coke?
I do. I don't drink them as often as I used to.
Yeah, you're not much of... You're slowly going away from the sodas in general, really.
Is she trying, I mean...
Trying to be healthy and stuff.
A C. Just put it in the middle. And I get you may do it lower, but putting in the middle, because then I don't... I may, if, like, I go eat somewhere, I may get a soda, but it's, like, it's not really as much as I used to.
See, that's why I was thinking B for that, because lemonade is in C. And I wouldn't put colas next to lemonade.
Okay.
I would put it in B with citrus, water, and Gatorade.
Okay.
Because Diet Coke by itself, S. Coke Zero is like a B.
I do like Coke Zero.
All the other Cokes are like C. But then Pepsi is like D or F. Because every Pepsi I've had tastes like dirt.
But Dr. Pepper's in Pepsi.
That's not even on here. Would that be a cola?
No, Dr. Pepper.
No, it's its own thing.
It is made by Pepsi?
No, Dr. Pepper is made by Dr. Pepper. The Dr. Pepper company.
Well, Dr. Pepper's good.
That's why there's Dr. Pepper at both Pepsi and Coke places. There's always Dr. Pepper because it's like the third party.
Oh.
Dr. Pepper is its own company. So that's why like a lot of people always think that. Mm-hmm. But it's like, if Pepsi owned Dr. Pepper, then what would Coke have to combat it? It doesn't. Because
Mr. Pibb.
I don't know who owns Mr. Pibb. I think Mr. Pibb is owned by either Coke or Pepsi, but Dr. Pepper is its own thing.
Okay.
Because so many people drink it.
That, yeah.
Dr. Pepper is a lot of people. People would rank Dr. Pepper over Coke and Pepsi.
Oh yeah.
You know, Dr. Pepper, Diet, Zero, all that.
All the different flavors.
Oh, yeah. So, what do you think about chocolate milk?
Oh, I love chocolate milk.
A?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with that.
I love chocolate
I mean, I'm not going to rank it low because I still don't like milk.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think the chocolate makes it any better for me because I'm not going to fight against dragging it down all the way. I like how milk is in F and chocolate milk is in A. That's very almost opposite ends. But then we got root beer.
Okay.
Yes.
I do like root beer.
It's an easy S.
Yeah.
How can we not? Barks.
And the glass bottles.
Barks, mug, A&W. How can...
And the one from Tennessee. Was that
the one that the one I gave you that we tried together is made in Canada.
Okay.
We got it at a shop in Tennessee at a old drink store, and it's the best ever. It's the best. It's the best root beer ever made. Mm-hmm. But it's not sold everywhere, and it's definitely one of those root beers that would look like you would get it at a Cracker Barrel from the front general store part of it. But yeah, glass bottle root beer. I feel like that and glass bottle orange soda are the two drinks that would trump every other glass bottle drink because of how good they are. Like a glass bottle of, if they make glass orange yet, or if they had a glass bottle of Crush or Sunkist or something like that, or glass bottle Fanta. No matter what brand it is, it all tastes great. Same with the root beer. The reason Barks, I've told you, is because it's the only root beer brand that has caffeine. A&W mug don't. And Barks is, I think, owned by Coke. So, that's why it's the best, So, how do you feel about apple juice?
I like apple juice.
Is it as good as grape or orange?
We can put it down a little bit.
An A?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I like this again. I don't really have strong feelings against apple juice. It's good. As a kid, I think it was my favorite. Because orange juice, always like, after I drank a bunch of it, because I like to drink a bunch in one sitting. Apple juice was the only one that, didn't leave a bad taste in my mouth. If I drank too much orange juice, it was like it left a film in my mouth. And then I've told you this. I think I've told it on here before. I upset my stomach very badly one day as a kid because I drank 2 of those Tropicana bottles, single bottles of orange juice. I drank those 2 back to back and then ate 8 Reese cups.
Oh, man.
And with the way I was going to the bathroom, you would have thought I was having a colonoscopy the next day. Because it was, good Lord, it was bad. Oh. I'm not going to go into too many details, but I think you can already. I'm not going to say it was all on the walls or nothing. But I'm just saying it was pretty bad.
Initiating it, yep.
Yeah, never even that. It sounds like it sounds like a bad combination, but it's even worse than the way it sounds of. Combination of chocolate and peanut butter and orange juice. I didn't throw up, surprisingly. It did go down, and then it kept going down. So we already talked about Gatorade and B. How do you feel about Powerade? Is it better than Gatorade? Or is it a C? Gatorade's in B.
It's C.
All right, we'll put it with lemonade. I don't like Powerade. I had blue, and I don't like it. You're drinking a Blue Powerade right now.
I am.
My dad used to drink Blue Powerades like it was the gospel. Every day it was a Blue Powerade, and I couldn't stand it. I tried it one time after working with him, like moving stuff into a house or something, after like 2-3 hours. Sweaty, hot, like 90-something degrees outside, and I drank a Blue Powerade, and it was cold, but it was nasty. I don't know what it was. It's probably better now. Like, I could probably enjoy it or decently like it, but yeah. Powerade definitely deserves being C. So we only got 3 different drinks left. Let's go with orange soda. S. It's without a doubt S tier. The last 2 we have, one of them is tea. Now this is not iced tea. This is everything but iced tea. So this is your hot tea, your green tea, your herbal teas, that kind of stuff. I've never really had any. What is your opinion on them? Would that be like an A or a B?
I'm doing A.
Or lower, okay. You can enjoy a good green tea or herbal tea.
I
Like
tea.
What kind of teas that's not cold? You like hot tea?
Yes, I do.
Like if you were able to have a hot tea.
Yes, that would be good.
You would definitely...
I have some decaffeinated ones because it's late, so you know.
Well, yeah.
But
funny enough, it does have a lot of caffeine in it. And tea leaves for some reason.
Yeah, but like going to Panera...
Yeah.
You can get hot tea. And like they could put like some sugar in it. I like tea. Hot tea's good. You just have to find the right one for you, I guess.
Because there is a lot nowadays. There's a lot of green teas. Yes. And they sell it cold in bottles too nowadays too. So I think I have tried that.
What are the brands?
Is it Pure Joy?
Pure Joy.
Well, Pure Joy is the sweet tea.
Lipton.
Lipton. Yeah, Lipton.
Because it's in that weird bottle.
Yeah.
It has the green. Is that what brand it is?
Who knows? Minute Maid might do it too. So
I don't remember.
I was gonna say that or Tropicana. They do the orange juice though.
Who knows?
It's got to be Lipton. Well, Lipton does tea bags.
Yes, but it's like in that green bottle.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
It doesn't look appetizing, but it is to some people.
Hey,
apparently.
it tastes good.
I don't like it, but the green tea's the only one I tried. I've never tried a hot tea before. I don't like hot drinks at all.
You didn't like hot chocolate?
Not really.
No.
But to go with the theme of that with hot drinks, coffee.
Ooh.
All coffee.
And you don't.
I don't like coffee. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like the taste of it. I would put coffee in D, but...
Let's put it in a B.
Can we go with C?
Yes.
Okay. That's in the middle. Oh, I was going to say F, but I know a lot of people like coffee because of the caffeine and all that, but I understand coffee in C. So if you don't mind, I'm going to run down the list here. In F, we have sparkling water and milk. In D is iced tea and energy drinks. C is C for coffee. Powerade and lemonade. B is Gatorade, water, and colas. A has lemon lime sodas, fruit punch, chocolate milk, citrus sodas, apple juice, and hot tea. And S tier, the best of the best, and you can definitely tell what we like, grape juice, orange soda, and root beer. Interesting, to say the least.
That is very interesting.
So yeah. So, with all that being said, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Do you have anything to end off on with the special 200th episode and wedding spectacular?
Well, I'm glad to be on this episode, and it's 200th, and it's going to be a wonderful wedding day, and
well, yeah.
we'll be listening to it soon.
That is true. It'll be available before the wedding even happens.
Yes,
So, Olivia, thank you for being on
Thank
the
you.
200th episode, and definitely have you on again to do another tier list in the future. So, congratulations to us, and now, next week, when you listen, we'll officially be married. So, there we go.
There we go.
So, you ready for it?
I'm so ready.
Oh, me too. So, thank you for being on once again. As always, please rate and subscribe. And if you're listening on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. And click that bell to get notified when new videos are uploaded. And make sure you follow the Toddcast only on Instagram at @the_Toddcast_ for all your Toddcast social media needs. Make sure you tell your friends and your family, or anybody really, to give it a listen. And thank all of you for listening to this episode. And if you want to know what's going to happen next week, well, I guess you're just going to have to tune in to find out. Only on the Toddcast.